Hello. I got a surprise for you guys. My birthday is coming up on Monday. I'll be 17 years old. Yeah. Tomorrow's a friend of mine's birthday. Name is Zach. We call him Zach. But his name is Zachary T. Barfoot. Those of you who know him in LaSalle, yeah, doesn't have the best rap sheet with pure being in clinical health. I'm picking about that. He's an okay person. He's just, let's say, Zach, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. You have a habit of having bad timing with injuries. You are more you're more accident prone than Finley at times. Heck, I could be accident prone at times, like I was the other day. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Zach. Zach knows exactly what I'm talking about. So does Finley. Okay, I know he's gonna say if Finley watches this video, you was responsible for 2 times. Yes, I was responsible for those 2 times. But how was I supposed to know that, oh, hey, I'm going to throw this and hope it hits you there? No, it doesn't. Have no idea. Didn't mean to. Still sorry. Your luck's the worst, Austin. The worst. Well, can't say nothing. Next time I say that straight to his face, it's going to hurt me more than it hurts him. And he's already been hurt already. I've done it to him twice on accident. I swear up and down it was on accident. I can't help it that I have a strong arm when it comes to football. Got him straight in the nads. Yeah, I know. My hair looks terrible. It's curly. I can't help it. I should have been named Curly. Not Luke. Should have been named Curly. Anyway, my birthday is Monday. Zach's is tomorrow. Today is May 6th. Thank God all the EOCs are all done and over with. Thank the Lord for that. Just gotta sit back and relax and wait till the results come in, which is gonna take a long time. Probably won't find out until next semester when I start back again in junior year. Don't know why I convinced my folks to let me do that. Too late now. Sorry, I hadn't done a video in a while. It's just taking a lot's been going on, and I'm not going into detail. Promised to my friends I would not go into detail, and I'm going to uphold that promise until years later. Like 10 years later. Well, anyway, in case you didn't notice, I did get an entertainment center and my room looks different. Bravo. I think that normally those of you who would remember that. And I also got a new TV. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for my 17th birthday. I'm going to have some cookie cake and some beef tips. I call the tips on the 2 biggest pieces of cookie cake. They can't say anything if they go. I only know one person who's going to be upset about that. know I'm gonna hate it when I do a vlog on my birthday. I just better be glad I'm willing to let them be in the video. So basically, yeah. 2 more years, I'm out. Only if I hadn't been held back, it would have been 1 more year. But, well. It is what it is. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Her footsteps coming this way. I went. See, I did that. Doesn't really matter. Hardly censor stuff anyway. Because the stuff I do is the stuff I do. I don't do any dumb stuff like some other people in my family and friends don't do that. And I got wrecked last week. I got burned pretty badly. No, not the physical burn, like the roast type of burn. Yeah, like that. Happened during the lunch recess period, which ain't that long. Trying to think of what else to talk about. This is just like a monthly update. This is practically a monthly update. Yep, so that's kind of weird. Just not bringing up the reason behind the video like halfway through it. No, I'm gonna get a lot of berate men in the comments below. I'm aware. I'm aware. People, I'm aware. Don't worry. I am aware. Not bringing it up. Everybody knows what happens to. Everybody in town knows what happened. So many different stories going around. I know the real story. I'm not saying it. I was told the real story. They trust me to withhold that information. I'm going to withhold it. They would have to kill me or try to threaten my family in order to get that information out of me. I have to be there to see what goes down. And I'm not too happy. Really not too happy. A lot going on. Trust me, a lot going on. Just another day in a song. More like another day in but still, you get the idea. I'm basically venting at this point, so you guys can either like this video, tell me some of what you think I should do next time. Probably gonna do something special for you guys Sunday. Monday I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a vlog. All right. So that's the goal. That's the plan. And everything goes according to plan. Oh yeah, Zach. Hey, Zach, if you're watching this video, you're an idiot. He can berate me all he wants, second and sixth hour, because I'm in his class hour. Zach's a freshman. I'm a junior. Technically sophomore. Whatever. Zach knows something. Zach doesn't know that I know something. Since I'm a close friend of his, as I have been for years, I known Zach for probably about, I know Finley almost 5 years. Known Zach longer, like about 2 years longer. The people in the graduation class of 2018 are the people I grew up with. And telling them what happened on February 13th, that I wasn't going to be able to graduate with them, it was heartbreaking. Yeah. The class clown, there are normally two of them. It's normally like a tie, so every now and again. No matter what the poll said, I always consider it to be a tie between Poche, Ashton Andrews Poche, and Preston Cherry. I always consider it to be a tie because those two are goofs. They're hilarious. I'm going to miss them when they graduate in 2018. I'm going to miss them. I'm just reflecting on life here in a small town. In my home state, where I was born and raised. Gonna miss them. Gonna be graduating with a person who lives right down that way. That way? Well, basically right there. Gonna be graduating with that guy. He's basically a neighbor. Yeah. That's like what, 300 feet away? 300, 400 feet away? Possibly even 500 feet? I don't know. I suck at doing math. And that will probably be the death of me. I'm going to be taking 2 electives next year. Well, 3. Right now. So next year I get to take some classes that I can take again. Because I am not feeling all that confident in any of my classes. With the exception of first and seventh hour. First hour I have English 3. Seventh hour I have American history. I feel pretty confident on those EOCs. And whenever I get the results, I'm going to show you. So, I should probably do instead of a monthly update, keeping you guys in suspicion. Well, in the dark, I've only just now gotten back around to it. School is about to be let out, so I'm possibly going to be doing this more often. Whenever I do videos on my cruise, I cannot upload them until I get back. So you only know what will be going through my eyes, what will go down after the fact. And what goes down, goes down. And I'm willing to accept that, and it's going to happen how it's going to happen. Whatever it is, it happens. And then, after all that happens, I will tell you how I felt about each one. I'm probably just gonna merge them or just like have it like muted out to where my voice enters about after when the video allegedly stops. My thoughts break in. Goes, yep, those are all my thoughts. That's how I felt about it after the fact. How I felt after the fact is not how I felt before the fact. After I made that decision. After I made that decision It's been made. Nothing I could do or say about it. It is what it is. Some games that use the butterfly effect. Uh, the butterfly effect is an interesting concept because if you make one choice, there's like a different choice that could branch outwards. Like if I, for example, sorry about that, Pharaoh instincts. I'm kidding about that. That was a terrible Pharaoh instinct joke. Let's say if I would have stayed in athletics longer than 2 years, this is back when I was a kid, about 5 or 6. Went there till I was like 8 or 9. That's probably 3 years. If I had stayed in it longer, I'd probably be able to play football. Like, that'd be athletic. I'd probably still do the channel, regardless, because motive's still the same. Personal, for everybody to have personal enjoyment. No matter what slander they give me to my name, I will respond to it however I see fit. If they don't like it, get over it. I'm picking about that. Like how they respond, how they give me their comments, I respect them. I read through them every now and again. Like I just read this other one from my first vlog back in March. February or March of this year. Uh, it happened. Whatever happens, happens. Know what I could go for right now? Most people my age are thinking of like ridiculous stuff. When you need to try to be a realist, think about what goes on in the real world. It is unforgiving. Doesn't care how you came to be. It will throw everything at you. Be ready. And that is all I gotta say for today. Perhaps. Because, well, that's the main reason of the be ready in the real world. I know what it's like. I've never been in the real world. I know some people that are in the real world, like outside of high school. I met an old friend of mine, Chase, graduated with my brother Garth. It is very, very unforgiving. He told me a story once. Mm-mm. He told me not to tell anybody else. Let me tell you a story back when I was a kid. Me and my brother Garth, we were inseparable back then. Me and Garth were inseparable. Then up in one day, I changed. I started staying indoors instead of going outside all day every day. I just stayed in. But back then, back in those days, back in the good old days, I miss those days. It was me, Michael Dipley, Garth, and then there was Connor a couple of years later. We all hung out together. Like every weekend out of school or whenever we could, we headed straight to the Dipley residence. I miss those days. We all had fun that day. Heck, we were so close to that family back then. We kind of still are. But not as close as we used to have been. Alright. It is now 2017. I used to hang around them about a decade or even longer. Possibly about 12 years ago. Or longer. I know it was when I was younger. Before I was even 9, so that puts it about 6 years ago. No, that puts it about 9 years ago. 9 years. We were like, you get the picture, right? What I'm trying to do here is basically this. I can't do it. Okay, so this is basically what I'm trying to do. Inseparable. By normal means. Now, only seen the Dipleys once. Well, actually, 5 times since then. And each were years later. Last time I saw them was the last cruise I've went on. Well, a cruise 2 years back. That's the last I saw them. They're still alive, thank God. A lot has happened in those years. Because everything can change. Everything changes in a moment's notice. Whether you're ready for it or not, it will happen. And how you react to it is what defines you and the choices you make. How you react and the choices you make later on in life, or what's going to be defining your life, what happens after you die, and how people talk of you. If you manage to make that mark, people will talk about you, whether it was a good or bad way. The choices you make later on down the road will have a significant impact. A lot of stuff went down. My past is not tragic. I know some people that does have a tragic past. Me and Garth both know. We grew up with some people like that. And I'm graduating with someone who has a tragic past. For not saying his name, not bringing it up, because if I say his name, I'm liable to tell the story. So, regardless, the choices you make, be wary. Keep that in mind every time you make a choice. How's this? Always ask yourself after you make that choice, how is it going to affect? How badly is it? How good is it going to affect me later on, or how bad is it going to affect me later on in life? Ask yourself those questions. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to push, push, push. Okay. Still, keep on. Go ahead, keep on pushing. It's not going to stop until you die. The choices don't stop until you die. Sooner or later. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And then there's some cases of God giving you a second chance. I do believe in God. See that? I wear this every day. It's a significant part of who I am. Even though I started wearing this year, this whole school year, or somewhere around there. This whole year, 2017, in February